Welcome into Halftime Huddle. All right, fans, are you ready? For Chiefs Kingdom and the millions watching around the world, are you ready? This show is presented by Starcade Media, where we break down all the action from the first half of the Chiefs game. And now, introducing your hosts, Chase, Riley, and Jaymes Howell.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Chase, a.k.a. CR Media. I'm here with my good friend, Jaymes Howell, with Arrowhead Asylum. This is another episode of Starcade Media's Halftime Huddle, man. And what a game we've got today. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Buffalo Bills. We're all squared up at 10-10, James. What do you think, man?
Man, this is, it feels like this is about as evenly matched as you can get a football game. We're seeing some top grade football. And I love to see it. We've had a couple big plays on defense. We've had turnovers on both sides. Both offenses seem to be operating very, very smoothly. It's just, like I said, it's about as evenly matched as you can get it, and it's going to come down to the wire on this one.
I agree. We kind of there was kind of a lot of questions in this game coming in. Was the defense going to be able to keep up with Buffalo's offense? Was this going to be a shootout? There was, like I said, there was a lot of question marks headed into this game. So,
I definitely didn't expect it to be as low scoring as what it is. I thought it was going to be more of a shootout. I kind of wish that I would have taken the under on this game. But then again, I stayed away from it because there were so many uncertainties. So, yeah, that's kind of surprising, the fact that it's such a low-scoring game at this point.
Absolutely. So we've got our good friend Donnie Dravenverse in here. Says, "Yo, let's go." And then also we've got Noah Groniger, who says should be 7-3, not 10-10. Absolutely agree. But I don't have the ability to slam the comments on screen. Do you?
No, okay. I don't have that.
We'll move on. Tell me what you've liked that the Chiefs have done in the first half on both offense and defense.
Well, defensively, I just think that they are really getting after it. They're getting after the quarterback. They haven't been able to get him down at this point, but they are creating a lot of pressure, and we knew going into this game that we were going to have to get Josh Allen off his spot and get him moving and try to disrupt the timing because we are so thin in the secondary. We've been dealing with injuries. Brian Cook's out. Trent McDuffie's out. We got two rookie cornerbacks that are starting today, and we needed the defensive line to have a phenomenal day. And so far, even though there hasn't been any sacks, they've done.
Is that me or you that's looks like we lost James for a second. We'll give him a minute to kind of get reconnected. To kind of talk about what I liked on the offense and the defensive side. The offense is coming out and they're not playing too aggressive. And that's a catch-22 sometimes, guys. Sometimes, when the offense does play aggressive, it works out really well for Patrick Mahomes a lot of the times. But there is some times where Patrick can make mistakes. We did see that at the end of that drive where he threw the interception. He was trying to be a little aggressive and kind of force that ball, and we saw that turnover there. Luckily, that turnover hasn't made a big impact in this game, but it was something that, to watch out for. So play aggressive, but not too aggressive. Kind of nug back on Patrick Mahomes' leash, because if you let him off, he might start throwing the ball everywhere. Like I said, it can be a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. So the defense has done a phenomenal job of putting pressure on Josh Allen. Josh Allen is an elite quarterback in the NFL, guys. You got to understand that. So he's making plays with his legs while the Chiefs defense is coming up with huge pressure. Need to disguise some of those and get to Josh Allen and finish those sacks. So great job.
I don't know.
So far.
I don't know if I got cut off or what happened with my phone there.
You froze, brother.
Did I? No, I was saying one of the biggest things that I liked in the first half was the fact that the defensive line has had such an impact on this game. We knew going into this game that we were going to need a big game from the defensive line because of the fact that we are so hurt in the secondary, right? We've got Trent McDuffie out. We got Brian Cook out. We've got 2 starting quarterbacks that are rookies. And even if Trent McDuffie did play, it would still be 2 rookies. And that's not very encouraging going into a game against Josh Allen. So we had to have a big game from the defensive line, and they've done exactly that. Though they haven't gotten him on the ground, they haven't gotten the sacks, they have gotten him off of his spot, and they've disrupted the timing of these routes. So, yeah, I agree. That was one of the things that I really enjoyed about the first half.
Absolutely. Keys to victory in the second half.
Just keep grinding it out. They're playing a good game, both defensively and offensively. The Chiefs are playing a good game. They're not making very many mistakes. There hasn't been very many penalties. Just keep grinding it out. We get the ball to start the half. Go out here and, take the lead. Take control of this game. And I don't really want to say, look, we say almost every single week we want to see the running game get going. It's going. It's going good. The passing game's going good. MVS needs to step it up a little bit. There's been a couple of little miscues, but I wouldn't change anything. Just keep grinding it out.
MVS had his first touchdown taken away by a penalty.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's very unfortunate, but I just want to see him get a little bit more involved.
Absolutely. And my keys to victory are the running backs, but not the running game. The running backs continuing to do the screen passes, the out routes, continuing to put the running backs on the edge. Isaiah Pacheco, man. We've talked about it on our show time and time again. We talked about Isaiah Pacheco in the offseason. We talked about him in preseason. Isaiah Pacheco he's the next man up. So he'll be right there at that number 2 spot, and he's ready to start making plays, and he's ready to put numbers up on the board. I'm excited about it, man. God. He's showing a lot of great stuff so far. So I'm gonna be keeping a big eye on Isaiah Pacheco this second half. Ed Stat looks like James froze on us again, guys. We're gonna come right here. So I don't have the ability to show the comments on screen, but Ed Stout, appreciate you watching the halftime huddle with Starcade Media, man. Ed Stout says keep working on the secondary coverage is a must. Absolutely. It's beaten up and battered back there. Rookies, injuries have affected us a lot. That's why we need the front 7 to step up, need that pass rush, need them to get home. They're doing a great job of putting pressure on Josh Allen, but I need them to get home, get a sack, put them in the ground, rattle them. And that's what that's a huge key to the second half. These wide receivers got to start making plays. MVS, Juju Smith, none of these guys are a number 1. And we've talked about, we don't need a number 1. That's okay for them to have the wide receiver core that they have. Patrick is doing a phenomenal job of spreading that ball around and giving it to other people. But that is the wide receivers have got to start getting involved. Kathy Lemon, appreciate you joining. She said only needed 12 seconds this time. How about that, Butker? Absolutely. Chiefs Kingdom has missed Harrison Butker like crazy. I'm super excited to see him. I knew when they had it a little bit past the line and it was 60+ yards. I told James in the backstage. I said Harrison Butker's got this. I said this is money right here. So super excited to have Butker back. He was very, very missed. We need him in big games and in big situations like this because we all can tell that this is going to be a close game, and we definitely need a Harrison Butker in this matchup, not a Matt Walsh. No disrespect to Matt Walsh, but definitely need Harrison Butker in this. I'm going to go with as close as this game is, guys, but as how defensive this game is, I'm going to do a final score prediction before to see if maybe James gets in here. Fantastic. So my final score prediction, I'm going 26-28 Kansas City.
Oh, me? Look, I said this before, when we did our show on Tuesday, I predicted it to be 31-28, and I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. 31-28 Kansas City.
Mine was a little higher. And the reason why that was is because, like I said, I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a high-scoring game, but I'm gonna take a step back on this. This has been pretty defensive, so I like I said, I might be giving a little bit too much on that 26-24 score, but I'm going with it. So I'm going with it. Any final thoughts?
No, man, I'm just looking forward to a good second half. It's going to be a great game. It's been a great game so far, and I'm just excited to get it going.
All right. Ed Stout says 28-21 KC win. Tight call. Ed's going to finish us out on that. Other than that, guys, game's back on for Chase, CR Media 1988. For my good friend James, Arrowhead Asylum. This has been another edition of Starcade Media's Halftime Huddle. And I was going to say good fight, good night, but that's weird. This isn't my usual thing.
Right.
Enjoy the rest of the game, guys. Go Chiefs!
Go Chiefs!